Back in our Escape Titanium Hybrid 2021, let's take a look at the interior of the car, and it's really great. I mean, I'm really impressed with it. So let's start out with, there is a wood grain finish here. It's not wood, not real wood, but it kind of looks nice against this color. This package has the leather seating, two-tone, and we really like it. It actually is, it's nice to look at. It's easy to clean, works really well. You can see we have 3 of these, and in a second we'll show you a few other parts, but so we have that, and you have your glass holder there, eyeglasses, whatever. You have lighting here and here. As well, we'll go in the back in a little while. There is a garage door opener right there. And if you look on my channel, you'll see I actually also have a geofence option that you may want to use. This is really big. Starting in 2014, when I had a Fusion that had a camera built in here and many sensors. Look at the size of this now. It's much, much bigger than it was then. Let's move over to the doorway here, and you could see we have 3 memory settings, unlock and lock. And let me open this for a second. I don't know if you could see this little blue light here, but you have ambient lighting here, which is really nice, by the way. It shines nice. It looks neat at night. You can't quite see it now, of course, but it's really nice. And so there's the doorway. Of course, there's cup holders down here and some other storage areas. Bang & Olufsen speakers throughout the car. The sound is nice, by the way. You have your trunk open here. Now, this is important. You cannot, I mentioned to you, you cannot open the gas tank from the exterior. You can only open it from inside here. The lighting, we have it set on auto. Right now, so you have off, your beams, auto, etc., fog lights. This is the lighting on the dash right here. So we'll look at that in a moment. Then the dash itself. So anyway, you see the size of the screen here. I think it's 12 inches is the size of that screen, which is a great size. As we spend more time, again, we'll talk a little bit more about the dash, but you can see that's what it looks like. And because it's a hybrid that makes very little noise, it says ready to drive until you do away with it, and you have different screens that you could use there. So on the right is the power, on the left is the speed, and here is the steering wheel. There's a lot of controls on the steering wheel, aren't there? So let's start on this side. You have your lane keeping here. And this, when you put this setting on, what it does is it advises you, gives you a warning if you're going straying outside the lines. And you could set here, you could set this so that it actually pulls you back into the lane. This is great, by the way. It's similar to a Tesla Auto Drive. It's not actually that, but anyway, it is similar. And here's your cruise control to turn it on, and here's to get out of everything. And when you're driving, you would set it here, and so you could set it, and you could raise the speed or lower the speed, whatever you want to do. This one here is interesting. This is the HUD. It's a heads-up display. And you could see it right there. I know it's extremely difficult for you to see, and I apologize for that. I'm going to try to, yeah, you can't see it. But anyway, it's a heads-up display, and I'll show you. I'll press the button and lower it. I have the heads-up display right now, and if I want, you can see it's closing there. So this heads-up display is really something good. We enjoy it. We use it. Again, we'll talk more about that in a coming episode. Here's the front screen, and it's an okay size. Because of the Tesla, I wish it was larger, but it is an okay size. And you could see I have it set on 3D there, so you can have a full screen for navigation, and it's got controls for audio, phone, other apps which we'll talk more about, and of course the settings. And so again, it's a fairly good size. Here are the controls for, oh, I didn't finish here. Heads-up display, and over here is a menu, so that when you press that, it gives you your menu on the screen, and you're able to quickly make changes on any of these menus. It's actually pretty simple, and this button addresses going up, going down, and that's back. And of course, this is for sync, and so it's kind of interesting. It's just simple. It's better than it has been. I mean, you could do more things with it now, so you could do play Sirius channel 6.
Tuning to channel 6.
So you can see it turns it on. It's simple. So this would be your voice on sync. This is also for fast forward or moving ahead a station, moving back a station. And for phone calls, you could answer the call and hang up the call. So everything, there's a lot of controls on the steering wheel. You need to be vigilant of that. And here you again have, it's hard to see, but the lane keeping, which I had mentioned before, and this button on the end turns it on and turns it off. It's right here. High beams, which again we'll talk about, but we have it set on auto high beams and it works great. Windshield wipers are on this side, and you could see that it includes on the end here the hatch back wiper in the back of the car. So we currently have it set on auto, which is there. So a lot of controls up here. It's just a tremendous number of controls. Radio we already talked about. So you could see that you have similar controls on the radio here as you do here and here with the volume, mute, etc. So a lot of controls here, on, off. So you have, you could use sync, you could use the steering wheel, or you could use right here. So again, a lot of controls. Vents are here for the climate. You could set it so that it's on dual, which we do not have right now. Dual just meaning whatever I set this at, the other one is set at. And all the controls are here that you possibly need for your climate, as you could see, including recirculate, air conditioning, max AC, defrosters, heated seats. So we do have heated seats, and we'll show you a little bit of that later on. We don't need it right now today, as you can see right now the temperature is in the 80s. Heated steering wheel. This package comes with a heated steering wheel, heated seats, and the fan adjustment. Down here you could see that we have the old, what I'll call the cigarette lighter. I think it's called the PowerPoint. So you could open that up and you could put in a PowerPoint there. That'll take a USB, and we have one of those. And you have a USB port there and a USB-C right there. And then here we have, this is a wireless charging station, believe it or not. So right here you could just drop your phone, and when you drop your phone, it will charge. Let's see if it works right now. We'll drop it in, and you have some additional storage on the right hand side. So there you go. You could see it started charging. Here's just some storage area, cup holders, surprise, surprise. We're going to show you parking, but this is the parking brake here, which is on, and push it down for off. This is hold. This is called hold. So what that is that if you're stuck in traffic, you're on an incline for a long time at a light, etc., if you push that, it'll hold the car without you having to keep your foot on the brake the entire time. So pretty good there. And then here, this changes the screen. So I'll push this and show you. So you could change the screen to normal, eco, sport, slippery, snow sand assist, and back to normal. So you could see that it's easy to go through these and put it on with whatever you would much rather. So that's that. And parking here, if you put this on and put on your directional signal, it'll help you find the parking space and park the car. We are going to show you that. We're actually going to do that. Passenger side, you see that there's more speakers and everything is the same. And I think I mentioned that there's 3 memories for seating. So 3 different memories. Let's look up here. You can see up here right now it's closed. And so you have 2 buttons here. One is actually for the screen and one is for the window. So if you press this one, what it does is it's taking the screen back on this tremendously large roof, and it takes it there halfway to the passenger or to the back seat, or you can go full way. I think that's really nice. And this one here is for the moonroof. So we'll press this and you can watch it open. And again, you could see it open. And this is neat, is they now have a screen here to block items from maybe coming into the car. So really nice there. And so the moonroof is a nice thing to have. We enjoy it, we use it. Now this one, just as a laugh, if you can see right here, our dealership advised us that this is a credit card holder. It doesn't sound right to me, so I'll do some more. If you know what it is, just put it in your comments below. Let's look a little bit more. You could see we have the improved or the upgraded floor mats, and they're really nice because they're encompassing, meaning you could drop water, have all kinds of stuff in it, and it won't go over and onto any parts of the floor as it is. So really nice. So those are the special ones that we have. Very, very large glove compartment, and it's right there. Now we're in the back of the car, the back seat, and as you can see, we have the lights here, and this was the screen that I showed you before that goes back. And this is kind of interesting back here. First, I'll show you there are vents here for air and heat, and raise and lower it. And sure enough, as always, there is a couple of USB ports down here on the bottom. So that's great. Small hump here. Again, you could see the special floor mats that are just really nice. We're really impressed with these, by the way, as you could tell. We have some more speakers in the doorway, and there's actually a small cup holder here, right there. And let's see, showed you the lights. In a second, we'll show you just a bit more because there's some interesting things back here. Headrests, of course. What do we have in the center here? Surprise, surprise. We have dual cup holders right here that go back into that. And here's something I really like about these seats is I don't think you could see that, so let me try it again. These seats will recline. So let me do it. And there you go. So these reclined. I think that's really nice. And the other thing they do is they move back and forth. So if you ever need extra room, what a great thing to do. So this is the back, not much to see, but really well done. And again, you could see on the design, a lot of attention to detail was made on this car. It's easy to see. And again, panoramic roof, if I had left that open, you would see how great that is. So all of that is really good. By the way, the 2 seats in the front, passenger and driver, are automatic. They're power seats with a lumbar here. And this has an easy entry. So this particular seat, even though I kind of have enough room, I would have plenty of room over here. But it has easy entry, which means when you shut the engine off and take off your seatbelt, the seat actually comes back and up to allow you easy in and out of the car. I think that's also an excellent thing to have, and so enjoy that. We did take a little bit of a look at the back in the first episode, but you could see here that it's a fairly good size. And again, we have the enhanced mats. Here they give us the mats that came with it. That's what's actually in this bag here. So these are the mats that come with it. We chose the other ones for weather. There's some storage over here. There's some storage over here. Here's a power point in the back, right there. So we also have that. And let's see what else we have. We have, I'm going to try to lift this up for you. There's the battery. Look where it is. That's not the hybrid battery. But that is the battery is right there. If you need to jump another car, you don't use this particular one. So anyway, there's the battery. We opted not to get the spare, and we have, so that's all we have there. See how easy these seats will go up or down. Here's the lever here. So this lever will allow it to go back, and this lever will also allow it to drop. So let's do that. That's it. I could push it down further. It's against that seat, but it was as simple as that. So there we are. Let's kick it closed and see if it'll close. We'll get away. And there goes the trunk closing on a very sunny day. So there you are, our dual exhaust. You've seen everything else. And so this is the end of part 2, giving you a nice idea of what the interior of this car looks like.